Now, don't forget NuSpecies has got the big discount going on as we speak, which means 30% off everything at NuSpecies at the health centers. And they're open until 7 o'clock this evening, so you got time to stop in to any one of the NuSpecies Health Center and take full advantage of the discounts that are going on. And I do mean discounts. Discounts are going and I'm going good. All right? So, again, NuSpecies, when you want to take care of your health, it is really NuSpecies you need to talk to. And, of course, got to say big respect to them for having this huge discount going on. Okay, so let's see. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
How's it going, Jillian?
This is Dr. Guy.
Oh, Dr. Guy. Dr. Guy, where are you? Are you in Mount Vernon?
I'm in Mount Vernon today.
You're in Mount Vernon. I'm seeing a caller ID. Yes, you're in Mount Vernon. And how is the mad rush for the last couple of hours of the...
It sure is a rush.
30%.
The phones are busy. People are coming in, especially now it's after work. So, yes. But online, it's till midnight, so at least till 11:59 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, if they can't make the store hours, they can definitely take advantage of it online.
Right. I always ask Austin this question, especially when these discounts are going on, that this big 30% off everything. For someone that and I use the word thinks that they're healthy, because there's so many people walking around thinking that they're healthy, and you go on your block and you see a whole bunch of cars and you ask, how come so much cars on the block? And you heard that the person that was watering his lawn last night had a stroke or a heart attack or something and passed away. He thought he was healthy. But for those that think they were healthy and want to get something that can give them energy, rebuild their system, I always suggested the elixir and the detox. And if I'm wrong, tell me, would you advise someone to at least pick up the elixir and the detox to start off?
That's a good start. But if anyone thinks they're healthy, that's not enough. We want to make sure that they are healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Let them come in with really good blood work.
Right.
And we can help them make that determination.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell clients every day, health is a journey.
Right.
There's always some place to improve.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are in general good health, meaning
Right.
you don't have the typical chronic conditions
Mm-hmm.
like diabetes, high blood pressure, etc.,
Right.
and you want to do something, obviously the detox and cleansing is always a great place to start.
Indeed.
Because your energy is good, you feel like you're doing okay, but there's always room to cleanse. And so I agree with you, DJ Roy. The detox and the elixir, which are both for cleansing, that's great. If they feel like they need a little bit of something for vitamins or something to give them a little pep, they can definitely do the body systems,
Mm-hmm.
or they can do the super caveman.
Okay. Now, Austin also talks a lot about infections and the different infections. Like if someone has a common cold, that's considered an infection.
Right, of course.
And we tend to think about infection as something sexually transmitted or something like that. But there are minor infections that if you don't take care of them, they lead to bigger things. Now, if you're constantly getting a cold, constantly getting a flu, then there's something else going on.
Absolutely. So that's a really good point. First of all, viruses and bacteria are all around us.
Okay.
We cannot avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
What we can do is make sure our immune system is built up enough to resist becoming an infection.
Right.
You see, you may be exposed to the same virus as I might be exposed to, but I might get the virus. The virus might be able to take hold in me.
Mm-hmm.
So something's weak in me that allows the virus to take hold in me.
Right.
Even you also have the same exposure. So remember, we all have the same exposure, but we all don't respond the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really a sign of how strong your body is or how strong your immune system is.
Right.
All right? So, and there are viruses that can become cancers and that can become other diseases.
Mm-hmm.
One of these we know of is HPV, which can cause cervical cancer later on. But there may be other viruses that we don't know yet that lead to other cancers. The other virus we know that lead to cancer is hepatitis B and hepatitis C. They eventually can lead to liver cancer and liver failure. So there are viruses that can take hold in our bodies and they can completely destroy an organ system or an organ tissue, and this is a chronic long-term infection. Aston also mentions that there's chronic sub-infections in the prostate and even in fibroid tissue. Okay, and it doesn't have to be viruses. A lot of us have an imbalance of bacteria in our digestive tract. A lot of us, because of our high-sugar diet, high-starch diet, we may have a lot more yeast in our digestive tract than healthy bacteria. So we are, essentially, DJ Roy, a walking micro-ecosystem, a combination of viruses, bacteria, and fungus everywhere. And they either keep us alive, which they do. There's definitely a lot of bacteria that keep us alive. A lot of bacteria actually keep us healthy. And there's some bacteria that actually can disrupt our system. Okay? So this whole balance, maybe we can talk about that sometime in the future, how our body as a micro-ecosystem, a mixture of different kinds of microbes and living organisms, besides us ourselves as an organism, work together to create this balance of health.
Well, I keep telling our listeners that NuSpecies is the only company I know that you can sit down, have a free one-on-one consultation, and there's no co-payment involved. When I want to go sit down and talk to my doctor, tell him what's going on with me, I've got to make sure I bring my card, and I have to make sure when I leave I pay the co-payment at least. And your team is sitting down with our listeners for 15, 20 minutes, sometimes even for hours. Sometimes you even come back and still continue the conversation because there's so much going on with the client. And, it's for everyone in the sound of my voice. You've got of course, the program for everyone, the Fresh Start for those who have health issues, whether it be high blood pressure, whether it be diabetes, whether it be you just want simple weight loss.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you have, and not only do they have a free consultation, it's not the fact that it's free. It's the fact that the conversation helps you understand why you have this condition and how long, and to really give you a reasonable idea of the prognosis, how long it's going to take to resolve this. Because folks don't understand that the body takes time to heal itself.
Right.
They're so used to a pill taking care of the problem. They don't realize that for the body to truly heal itself can take months. And so we need to give them a realistic expectation of when this condition can turn over based on how severe it is when they come in, and based on how long they've had it when they come in. So not only is that, so they get a lot of information about themselves, about the condition that they have, they learn about it, and the information is intellectual information you will never get at your doctor's. He doesn't have the time to talk about it, nor actually does he even see the body as we see it.
Right.
They see the body as different compartments, and the body is not just an arm, it's not just a heart, it's not just a brain. They're all interconnected. So here at NuSpecies, especially now that we have naturopathic doctors on staff, to really see the body as a holistic organism, and they're able to help you connect one thing to the other thing and show you how that particular part of your lifestyle is really causing this particular health issue. Whereas when you go to the doctor, that health issue is practically unrelated to everything else. He only treats that issue.
Right. Now I know you have the formulas to help our listeners to get back on track, but Austin always says, and I always say too, that sometimes you have to your food have to be your medicine. Do you help with dieting and helping people change their diet?
Well, this is why Aston spent so many years creating the New Life program, because it's essentially a diet that almost anyone in any health issue can use.
Okay.
Because this particular lifestyle is what has been condoned as a lifestyle that reverses diseases and helps promote longevity across the board, across all studies. So he compiled different studies, he compiled different lifestyles, he compiled different diets across the world and across eons of time, and he put together this diet. He didn't make it up. This is all research-based.
Right.
Okay? So we don't have, so if clients have access to the New Life program on their app, or they come in and we email it to them, they can essentially follow that and that can be it for them. It's so inclusive. Now, I don't particularly like cookbook recipe cutouts for everyone. Like, sometimes, I'm used to, fine-tuning and detailing a diet for everyone. That's how I was trained.
Right.
But when I have a diet that's safe enough for anyone to use, then I will have everyone use it. And that's the New Life diet. So I don't have to create a different program. I don't have to do sample menus. It's all done for me in the New Life program. So it saves us so much time. So much time because, as a naturopath, we were trained to spend at least 15 minutes of a 1-hour interview discussing diet. Because our time in NuSpecies is limited to 15 to 20 minutes, we can't use all of that time for the diet. We have other important things to talk about. But it's so self-explanatory and well laid out in the New Life program that it does the work for me.
All right. Dr. Guy, as we speak, she's in Mount Vernon at 7A East Prospect Avenue, and she will be there until 7 o'clock. Even Dr. Guy has to go home for 4th of July. So
You know what? I was happy I was here today. I thought people wouldn't show because they were out celebrating, but
right.
A lot of folks showed up today, and I'm really happy.
Beautiful, beautiful. And especially with that 30% discount that ends at 7 o'clock. And if you do shop online, you can go to NuSpecies.com. You have until 11:59, but it's 30% off everything. So if you're already on some of the formulas and you need to stock up, this is a great time to do so. Here's the number if you need some more information, 888-548-3150, 888-548-3150. That's 888-548-3150. And don't forget, Dr. Guy is in Mount Vernon and will be there till 7 o'clock. You can also go on the website, which is NuSpecies.com. That's NuSpecies.com. And you have until 11:59 to take advantage of this 30% discount off everything. I know that this is not coming back until Thanksgiving. You might get a 30% off of one item or a 2 item, but not everything. 30% off everything at NuSpecies, all right? So stop in today. Dr. Guy, as always, thank you so much for taking time out. And thank you so much for putting together this 30% discount. I hope they're taking advantage, and I hope they get on the New Life program that's designed not just for people that are sick, but people that think, because I use the word think, because a lot of us think we're healthy and we're not. Think that they're healthy. It's designed for you also. Thank you so much, Dr. Guy.
Thank you, DJ Roy.
All right, take care. Dr. Guy, at work today on the 4th, like myself, on the 4th.